Martian Man TV. How everybody doing? Y'all, let's dive right into it. Before I start, I want everybody to hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you nothing. It's free to patronize and help a young artist and content creator on the rise get to the top and extend the family. So I'm gonna jump right into it because this is the subject at hand. Boosie did a Vlad interview where he speak about him going right into street code effect mode when responding to the allegations of T.I. speaking up on getting permission from his dead cousin to rat on him or snitch or tell. Boosie come from the old school rules of etiquette laws of the street game where snitching is snitching, telling is telling, whether you dead or alive, ain't no pass. So I'm good with Boosie on that. Whether he misunderstood on his reactions and how he responded, that's a whole nother different story. But just in simplicity off hood etiquette, off, how we all grew up, everybody from the hood or being a street cat, you know the rules, you know the laws. So he ain't talking foreign. It's just we in a generation where everything backwards. So they giving you a pass if you a telly-tale or you a snitch and you got that bag. So we in to follow the bag. Well, we always been following the bag, but it's to the degree now where it's in a whole different, another realm. So Boosie went on here first. He got into it with Kodak about him doing the song with Tekashi 6ix9ine. He felt like, hey man, all money ain't good money. That's what he meant. You don't do no money, you don't get a bag with a snitch. But we ain't knocking, or I'm not knocking Kodak for getting $1 million on business and branch off and get a Spanish audience. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking Kodak for that at all. I feel like that's good business. That was smart. But then you got the street side. So Boosie the type, he gon' call you out on it if you break these street laws. You claiming you a real nigga and you a real rapper, and you cut of that cloth or you about that life. He gonna call you out on it. So I respect him for that. As far as the real nigga code, we'll call it, or playing things by the etiquette, street rules, street life things. So you could tell in his interview with Boosie up-to-date video, his body language, his consciousness about what he's saying is different now. Now he more conscious. Even though, yeah, he went on the Breakfast Club, yeah, he said he ain't blaming Vlad. He wasn't supposed to. That came out of his mouth. So he had to stand on that 10 toes down from beginning to end. So shouts out to Boosie and T.I. Hopefully, an album will come out, but it'll have to be something that the fans, that y'all choose, you feel me? Y'all got that much power to say, hey man, we want to see a T.I. Boosie album come out, collaboration. That'll be the only way Boosie feel like he'll get a pass based off his reactions and him putting his foot in his mouth. You know what I mean? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Y'all, the fans, will have to vote that. Like, hey man, we want to see this. Besides that, I'm with Boosie bowing out saying, no, he can't come back from that. You know what I mean? You can't go on here and say, well, I don't trust T.I. and I think he lying and all that stuff you was saying. And it's the Vlad interview. Once again, we're going to go back. It's the Vlad interview that talked him out of a potential great business deal and venture. Shouts out to YouTube and all y'all. I love y'all. Like I said, we ain't nothing without y'all, the fans, the subscribers, the followers. We like to say we all we got because it's the truth at the end of the day. Like, who is Martian Man TV without y'all tuning in and patronizing me and supporting me and loving me, man. Shouts out to everybody, YouTube, um, everybody tuning in, anybody to give me a ounce of attention, helping me move forward with me wanting to act and do Tubi movies and brand myself in this face and get out here. But you know, it's certain things that I'm not willing to do for money. You know what I mean? I got limitations on what I'm willing to do to get the bag. You know what I mean? So that's another good point Boosie was making. All money, not good money. And even though everybody got a price on them, it's certain things, even with a price with it, I'm not going to do. You know what I mean? I'm not violating my manhood for the bag. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing worth that. It's certain things, you know, in life that's simple, that's on your body that it don't matter how much money you got, you can't replace it. Unless, you know, you finna go robo body and be on some RoboCop type. You know, which ain't where it's always at, it don't mean that them gonna be the best results, or in the aftermath be the results that you feel like you really happy with. And once you make a choice, sometimes you can't come back from it. Ain't no regrouping or going back. It sits, it stands. You know what I mean? So Boosie, he gave an interview where Vlad claimed, you know, he didn't put the battery pack in his back to get him going or to get him to respond the way that he did. But Boosie said a lot of things. Even though Boosie did another honorable thing, he let it be known that him and T.I. cool, you know what I mean? That ain't no beef, ain't no rift between them. It was a misunderstanding, and Boosie was just being compassionate about him standing on that street code. You know, I understand. But on the outside looking in, and then the interview, it's like, it put a bad taste into the whole situation. So if it come out now, it won't really be looked at like it's genuine based off that. That's being 100. But like I said earlier, if something do happen with that, y'all got the power to make that happen. I truly do believe in that. Y'all, it's crazy. Like, sometimes that's why they say you got to think before you speak up on stuff and don't just react, because sometimes it's too late. Or you know how it go. Apologies don't always feel suitable after you done said too much. So, y'all, I'm finna close this. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all remember to subscribe. Stay tuned in. Hit that like button. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And much love, y'all. Stay blessed.